All right, and welcome back to On Location. And today, after I've given Nala a good belly rub, I'm going to take you to a place called Nickajack Creek. Hopefully I'm saying that correctly, but it's a place near my home, and it has a stream that runs through it, hence the term creek that I just mentioned there. And it really is beautiful. There's a lot of cascading waterfalls and stuff. So I actually just wanted to focus today on moving water and what it can look like. And these photographs have been taken over several months. Let's get right into it. I know you don't like those long introductions. So this first one I'm going to show you here is a close-up picture. This is actually, I had to walk down a pretty steep incline to get down here. In fact, I filmed a little funny video a while back about that. But this particular video, it was at the beginning of fall, so we had just started to see some fall colors, and I noticed that there were a bunch of leaves around, different obviously autumn colors, yellows, oranges, stuff like that. So what I did was I actually grabbed, I had the zoom pretty well zoomed in there, and I grabbed one of these leaves and stuck it a little bit in the frame, and I had to do all these trials and errors. But this particular one I'm showing you, I think, is the best. And I love the dimension here in this thing. So you've got obviously the waterfall there in the background, the different layers of it. And then, of course, you have as well this leaf here in the foreground. So I really like the look of that. And, of course, you have another little leaf there off to the right that I think adds some dimension as well. All right, now, yes, you're going to sit on my lap. Perfect. Okay. And then let me give you, this is actually taken a different day, but at the same location. And this is a wider shot that I took. And I just love, that cascading waterfall. And what I'm seeing at least is there's a line from that top little waterfall there down to the one in the middle. And it goes off to the right and then loops back down to the center. And that's really what you want to look for in a lot of photographs, are those leading lines. Basically, what guides your eye and makes the photograph a lot more interesting. So that's obviously something you want to be looking for there. Now this third one here, I decided to interpret in black and white, and I think it really worked out well. It's almost like a high-key black and white image, except there's probably a little bit more dark in here and black than there would be in a typical high-key. But high-key is often categorized by super bright white, and then you have a little bit of detail in there. And I love how, I did have to edit this obviously, but I love how the water is kind of this bright, glowing white. And obviously you have the mist there from the water moving about. These are all very long exposures, typically a couple seconds, sometimes a little bit less, but 1-2 seconds, stuff like that. And I think it really worked well and kind of gave this nice moody mist to the image. So I was really pleased with that one. Now a couple other ones, moving down from that waterfall, there's some other cool little streams. I like this one right here because of this kind of wraparound effect. And this is just, folks, this is just finding, a decent composition and taking a picture of it. Again, look for what makes that eye kind of dance around the frame. So that's kind of what I look for there. And this particular one, I just love how the water kind of comes down there in the center and goes off to the left and the right and kind of curls around. I was pretty pleased with that image. And of course, you got this next one here. Some of the colors have been accentuated, but obviously there is blue here, there's orange here. We're just accentuating a little bit right here. So love that little nice, pleasant little stream of water that's kind of blurred out there. Now this next one was actually one of my early shots before I really started delving into the little specifics here and all that, but I really love kind of how that image worked together, and I just like to kind of contemplate it. I think it worked out quite well in this case. And then these next ones were taken further along, actually in winter. And this is one of the struggles I was having in winter is, what do you do when there's no color around? Well, it turns out there's a little bit of color in certain places if you're looking. So I did these ones kind of looking through the trees, and I'll just kind of let you glance at them here for a little bit. I just love the different compositions and things like that I found in the trees. So take a look at those really quick. So I just want to flash some more of these images here. One of the ones I think that worked out quite well was this one with the tree here in the left-hand corner. Obviously you have the water there that's cascading down. It just kind of leads you over to that tree. Again, it's just a nice, pleasant composition. Sometimes that's what you want. And I think that image worked out quite well in that case. Now, some of these next ones here are actually on a different day. I was also looking through the trees, but this I tried to refine my technique, learning, what I did the previous day by finding those unique compositions. I said, well, we had the unique compositions, what else can I add? And this is more color that I did here. In fact, I'll throw one up here where you have this kind of a green little blob here off in the corner. What that is a leaf, obviously, that's in these branches. So I accentuated the green, I accentuated the blue, and there's probably a little bit of orange in there as well. I really enjoyed working on this one. I think it worked out quite well. And of course, there's some others there as well that came through. One of the last ones that I really liked was we decided to do it in vertical. And I think that one worked out very well. It was nicely framed there by little branches, little twigs, stuff like that. So very pleased with that and how that one worked out. Now after that, I kept saying, well, what else can I get out of the water? And I just kept zooming in. And what's amazing are these little tiny close-up shots that you get when you zoom in on the water. Getting super close to where you just have maybe one part of one rock in the image. And I think I just want to throw these images up here at the end. I'm not sure much more I can say about it. All right, so I think that's about it for today. And I hope you enjoyed my little trek down Nickajack Creek and learning about the flowing waters there. Hopefully it was a nice, pleasant video, and hopefully you're coming back for more. In fact, make sure you do like, you subscribe, you heart, whatever platform you're watching on. That helps the channel out a lot, helps it grow, and hopefully brings future opportunities. So on behalf of Nala and I, who's now moved from my belly back to the couch here, do appreciate you watching. You have a good one. Bye-bye.